Hey guys, welcome to my English channel. And today I've got this book Beyond Birth and Death for you, and this has been recommended to me by someone, so that is why I'm reviewing it. Let's start. So, some about the author. Author's name is Mr. Abhay Swami. He's called Prabhupada, which means High Guru, and he is an Indian Vaishnav Guru. He founded ISKCON. He was born in 1896 Calcutta, and he died in 1977 Vrindavan in India. He has a Wikipedia page. You can reach out to his Wikipedia page or to his individual websites also. So basically, there's a premise to the book. There are certain interpretations which are required to understand this book. So here, Krsna means the source or the creator. Spiritual planet means the various spiritual planes. And basically, there's a theory which is mentioned in the book that soul is eternal and the soul world is real world, while this material or physical world is an unreal world. It is a temporary world, like in the movie Matrix. So basically, our souls are plugged into this physical body, physical format, and it is only temporary. So birth and death is only temporary. Secondly, there are higher spiritual beings. These are capable of their duty is to do world cycles, and they are capable of creation and destruction. So that is the premise of the book. So let's start. So first is we are not bodies. We are basically souls who are inside certain bodies. We are spirit souls. And we have our consciousness. Consciousness is what identifies us. So material activities are done by our physical bodies, which causes us distress and misery. And if we don't do anything, then we can achieve moksha or nirvana. So there are these 5 body senses in the physical world, which we are aware of, and they get attracted to the sense objects. So basically, these are distracting senses, and it gets attracted to the sense objects. And our intelligence gets swayed or carried away because of these senses. If we don't control them, if we let go these senses, they control us, and we don't control them. So somebody who is controller of the senses, who have mastered his senses, is called Goswami. And basically, the author says that the material body is illusory. It is not, not the real thing. And bodily pleasures are flickering and intoxicating, and these are basically temporary pleasures. These are not the greatest pleasures. So there are 3 modes of material nature which is mentioned. One is goodness, one is passion, and one is ignorance. And there are 4 traps to the material nature. So birth, death, old age, and distress. These are the 4 traps. In second chapter, the author mentions about elevation at death. So basically, yogis who can transform or transcend through the yoga systems. And what is the meaning of yoga system? Means to link up to the spiritual world. So they can link up to the spiritual world easily. And there is material universe and there is spiritual universe. So material universe is a very small fraction of the spiritual universe, which is very small. And there are higher planets in both material as well as spiritual world. And in the spiritual world, there is no death. But in the physical realms or physical worlds, there are higher life cycles also. So there are planets with higher life cycles. And third is liberation from the material planets. So the aim of a human is, or a soul is, to get liberation from the material planets and get into the higher sphere. And in the material worlds, generally, sex is considered to be the highest form of enjoyment. It is usually considered. But however, in the spiritual world, there are enjoyments which are much higher than the material enjoyments. So there are 2 ways of acquiring knowledge. One is ascending process, one is descending process. Ascending is self-acquiring, like meditation, philosophy, etc. And descending process is through some higher authority, through gurus or through books, etc., where we acquire the knowledge. And happiness basically can be materialistic or spiritual. So materialistic could be like intoxication or something which is artificial and temporary. However, the spiritual wellness or spiritual happiness is real and permanent. It is long living. And the author says that we are building mighty cities and industries. This is a further entrapment in the material world. This is to keep us away from the spirituality. So, sky beyond universe. In chapter 4, the author mentioned there are higher planets. So, one example he has mentioned, one of the highest planets, which is Brahmalok. Brahmalok is basically the planet of Brahma, Lord Brahma. So one yuga is equal to 4.3 million Earth years, which is equal to 1 hour of Brahmalok. And Brahma's life is considered to be 100 years. So basically, one Brahma's life cycle is equal to 3.7 trillion Earth years. That is how long his life cycle is. And this is basically a concept of time dilation, which the author has mentioned. So yeah, let's go ahead. So material universes are small and insignificant, and spiritual sky is very large. And a soul's journey, it is a supreme destination which we have to reach. We have to reach the spiritual sky. So fifth is associating with Krishna or the creator or the source. To advance our soul, we have to advance ourselves spiritually. How do we do that? There are certain supreme rules, and we have to follow those, and we have to merge with the source ultimately. That is our ultimate goal. So, three likes about the book. This is a super mini book, I think 60 to 62 pages, which can be read in half an hour or 1 hour. The flow is very consistent in chapters. These are very mini chapters and easy to, I don't know whether easy to understand or confusing, but these are mini chapters. Three dislikes about the book. So, the interpretation. They have done an interpretation of Bhagavad Gita. I feel a lot of interpretation needs to be looked into. A lot of other authors mention different interpretation, and logically also I think the interpretation may not be correct in all aspects. There is no science involved in the book. There is no comparison with science. It is a purely mythical or a spiritual book, and it looks like it is an advertisement for ISKCON. So it does not serve the purpose of the title. So my rating to the book is 2. It is not a recommended book to read, and only if you have read thousands of books like me and you have a lot of ample time, you can go ahead and do a couple of readings or one reading if you like. So my recommendation is below average to this one. And finally, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching my video, giving your time, valuable time. Do like and subscribe if you like the video, found it helpful. Do like it, and please comment what did you like, what did you not like, and what further videos you would like to see, further book summaries you would like to see. And if you would like to see similar videos, then please subscribe to my channel. It helps a lot. Thanks for watching. If you would like to see further concepts of this book, you can visit the Hindi video, which is in the I description. You can follow the link and you can watch further content in Hindi with English subtitles there. Thank you.